Wow. Down in Dallas, we have a very rare event, a unicorn, a black swan. A fella takes a gun into an Apple store, tries to rob the place, and a security guard pulls out his gun, shoots the fella down, dead. No, the robbing the Apple store, that's not uncommon. We've seen that, especially in the Bay Area, dozens, if not hundreds and hundreds of times. Group of fellas just come in, get an arm full of stuff, run out the door. Everybody's happy. The security guards have instructions. Do not interfere with the fellas. I guess the security guard didn't get that memo.
11 police investigating a deadly shooting at an Apple store in Dallas.
It happened just before 2:30 this morning at the store on Knox Street. Police tell us a man wearing body armor and armed with an assault rifle tried to rob the store, but was taken down by a security guard who happens to be a retired police officer.
Our Nicole Jacobs is there with the newest information. Nicole.
Russ and Karen, that robber tried to enter the Apple store through this back door. His body was later discovered in this alleyway. Today, the Apple store is closed after that retired police officer used his weapon to shoot the suspected robber.
Surrounded by shops and businesses, the section of Dallas just north of Uptown moves with the flow of traffic. But in the overnight hours, while most were sleeping, a suspected robber was not.
According to their testimony, a suspect entered the rear of the building wearing body armor and armed with an assault rifle in an attempt to commit a robbery.
The rear door was open due to construction in the Knox Street Apple store, and that's where the security guard sat.
The suspect attempted to disarm the security officer. However, the security officer was able to pull his weapon and fired multiple shots,
hitting the suspect. When Dallas police arrived, his body was found in the alleyway along with a backpack and an Apple device just feet from the Apple store. He was transported to a local hospital where he died.
We're looking at surveillance cameras in the area to see if there were any waiting vehicles or anything like that.
Police haven't ruled out the possibility of an accomplice, but given the suspect appeared to be prepared for battle, the security guard's keen awareness to protect likely saved his life.
He is a retired officer, and he's lucky. I can just say that.
He certainly is, and at this point, Dallas police have not yet identified the suspect in this case.
I'm not sure people realize how much the insurance companies have to do with how much a security guard does or does not do to a shoplifter. I mean, they get in, the company, the insurance company instructs the companies instruct the security guards and the employees, do not stop shoplifters. Don't tackle them, don't stop them. Maybe just try to figure out who they are, but because the insurance company is saying, look, we would rather give you a check for $5,000 for whatever they can grab from an Apple store or your other kind of store. We'd rather pay for that than pay a $100,000 to $200,000 hospital and legal bill for anybody who shoots a robber, shoots a shoplifter, or tries to stop them, and bad things happen as a result. You know, I kind of had an up close version of this in California during the 90s. Back then, California had a law saying that every piece of new construction, a new house, had to stay perfect for 10 years. So if at 9 years, 6 months, you discovered your shower head was loose, the railing on your banister was loose, or maybe a little paint was chipping, I mean, people in condos would get together, hire a lawyer, and sue the builders for a lot of money, and they kept winning because of that law. After a while, the insurance companies figured out and said, we can't go to court on this because we're going to lose on every one. So we're just going to settle. But what the insurance companies really didn't care about was they were actually encouraging more and more lawsuits.
Please, sir, I want some more.
And pretty soon, like 95% of the condos in the whole state of California were in construction defect litigation. And that's what's happening here. The insurance companies are saying, don't mess with the fellas, let them go. But the insurance companies don't care that today, as of today, vacancy rates in malls across America is at an all-time high. And one of the reasons is, no one will say this, one of the reasons is these malls are just targets for small and large groups of fellas. We've seen it here over 100 times. They just go in, they steal stuff, they attack people, and all you got to do is, grab an armful of stuff, run out the door, hop into a preferably stolen car, drive away, and then you're home scot-free. Craigslist, eBay, whatever, pawn shops, here we come. So that's how the insurance companies are really kind of encouraging this crazy kind of behavior. Guess the security guard, maybe he had a special reason, he felt his life was in danger, he pulled a gun out. Still very rare, but then the added side benefit of what the insurance companies are telling all the retailers in America is this: that doesn't make the black kids angry.